Hello there, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Vungo from Hanoi, presenting you today's top stories as usual.
State leader joins ethnic groups in Spring Festival. Bắc Cạn developing OCOP products for export. Traditional customs preserved among overseas Vietnamese in Laos.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc on February 12 delivered state greetings to ethnic groups at the Vietnam National Village for Ethnic Culture and Tourism in the western outskirts of Hanoi.
Addressing the event, the leader said the party's ethnic minority policy has created the best possible conditions for upholding and developing the cultural identity of each ethnic group, while facilitating the harmonization of the group's culture to form the culture of Vietnam. He noted the material and spiritual lives of ethnic minorities have been improved substantially thanks to the implementation of policies, programs and projects on socio-economic infrastructure development, poverty alleviation and conservation of their cultural values. He spoke highly of the Cultural Tourism Village organization of hundreds of festivals, engaging thousands of ethnic people nationwide over the past years, which has helped affirm the everlasting vitality of traditional cultural values and open up prospects for cultural and tourism development. He also expressed his hope that village elderly, leaders and artisans will keep encouraging their communities to continue adhering to the party and state's policies, upholding traditional cultural values and educating the young, thereby helping nurture the strength and value of Vietnam both today and in the future.
Enhancing the value of local products is a top priority in agricultural development in the northern province of Bắc Cạn. This is illustrated through its efforts to improve the quality of the One Commune, One Product, or OCOP, export items. Join us to find out more.
Taiwan Canavama chili is the first 5-star OCOP product from Bắc Cạn province. The local specialty was exported to Europe after the Taiwan Cooperative in Nari district paid attention to building a high-quality raw material area, helping the locals to meet stringent standards for access to the tourism market.
The cooperative has developed a stable raw material area over the years. We have worked closely with local farmers and identified markets for their products.
Bắc Cạn purchases a wide range of OCOP goods with huge potential for export to Japan and Europe, such as turmeric starch, traditional medicines, and essential anise oil.
We are not developing new OCOP products, but are instead trying to improve the quality of our existing items to ensure they meet standards and can compete in fastidious markets.
We are sharpening our focus on enhancing the role of OCOP products in the development of community-based tourism and rural tourism.
Last year, 39 agricultural products were added to Bắc Cạn list of OCOP goods, increasing its total to 170. As part of efforts to promote exports, it will invest around $4.4 million in supporting the development of key agricultural products.
Demand for workers has been high and rising in Ho Chi Minh City and neighboring provinces since the Tet or Lunar New Year holidays ended.
The Ho Chi Minh City Center for Forecasting Manpower Needs and Labor Market Information said the city is likely to need 71,500 to 86,900 workers in the first quarter and 255,000 to 310,000 for the whole year. Industry and services have the highest demand. Binh Duong needs 40,000 to 50,000 workers this quarter, according to the Province Job Service Center in the leather and footwear, textile and garment, electronics, wood, foods, trade and services sectors. According to the Dong Nai Province Employment Exchange, 400 large companies need around 42,000 workers. Most workers at export processing zones and industrial parks in the south have returned to work after Tet. Around 82% have returned, according to the Ho Chi Minh City Export Processing Zone and Industrial Park Authority.
The People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City has announced that 4,850 businesses in the city resumed their operations in January, up 36.3% year-on-year and nearly 500% month-on-month.
In the month, over 3,190 new firms were established, a rise of 24.6% against the same month of 2021, while 382 dissolved, down 7.73% year-on-year and 27.2% month-on-month. Many enterprises made positive moves in January. The Saigon High-Tech Park, for example, reported a production value of over $1.65 billion and an export value of $1.54 billion, both up 5% year-on-year. In addition, the city's January agroforestry fishery production value inched up 1.5% year-on-year. The largest Vietnamese city also enjoyed a year-on-year increase of 19.4% in budget revenue in January, amounting to $2.1 billion.
The EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, or EVFTA, has opened up unprecedented opportunities for Vietnamese rice, thanks to the preferential tariffs. The export of jasmine rice and high-quality rice to the EU has never been so good.
Vietnam Customs reported that the country's rice exports to the EU market have not yet recorded a sharp increase in volume, but the export price and value had increased significantly. Rice exports to the market reached over 53,900 tons in the first 11 months of last year, worth more than $38 million. Up only 0.8% year-on-year in volume, but the value grew by 21.6%. The Import-Export Department said this result showed that businesses had effectively taken advantage of the EVFTA to increase the value of the rice exports to the EU, especially amid the pandemic, increasing sea freight rates and declining rice imports in the past year. However, among the 10 major foreign rice suppliers to the EU in the 9 months, the Vietnamese rice export price to the EU achieved the strongest growth of 20.3%, reaching an average of $781 per ton.
The custom of visiting pagodas during the Lunar New Year or Tet has been preserved among overseas Vietnamese in Laos. They not only visit pagodas to pray for good health, happiness, and good fortune in the year ahead, but also to preserve traditional Vietnamese customs.
During the opening days of the Lunar New Year or Tet, the Vietnamese community in Laos capital Vientiane gathered together at Phatik Pagoda, one of the 2 largest Vietnamese pagodas in the country, to pray for good fortune. For those unable to return to their homeland to enjoy the Tet holiday due to COVID-19, visits to pagodas help them teach their children and grandchildren about traditional Vietnamese customs during the Lunar New Year.
I could not return home this year due to COVID-19, so I took my children to the pagoda so that they could gain a deeper insight into the Tet holiday in Vietnam. I offered incense to Buddha and prayed for prosperity from my family. I hope the pandemic will be stamped out soon so that we can return home.
According to Most Venerable Thích Minh Quang, abbot at Phatik Pagoda, the worship place opened its door to the public during the Tet holiday.
The pagoda was more crowded this year than during the previous Tet holidays. COVID-19 prevented many Vietnamese expats from returning home, so they came here to ease their yearning for the homeland.
The northern coastal province of Quảng Ninh is determined to quickly and sustainably recover the local tourism this year by welcoming between 9.53 million to 10 million visitors, including 1.5 million foreigners.
Quảng Ninh province boasts the highest rate of people getting the 3rd COVID-19 vaccine shots in Vietnam, as well as a safe, flexible, and effective adaptation to the pandemic. Via communications campaigns, the development of new products including nighttime economic activities, and the organization of large-scale tourism, sport and cultural events, the Province Tourism Recovery Program this year targets a full restoration of all activities and products and safety for tourists. Konin welcomed over 300,000 holidaymakers in a 6-day Lunar New Year Tet holiday from January 21st to February the 5th. Local religious establishments such as Intu Relic Site, together with Hạ Long Bay, a UNESCO-recognized World Heritage Site, were the most attractive to tourists during the period. From January the 1st to June the 13th, Konin offers a 50% discount of tickets to many destinations.
Located around 70 kilometers from the capital Hanoi, Kiet Khe Town in Thanh Liêm District, Hà Nam Province, is renowned for its circuit sesame rice crackers. The must-try specialty's fame goes far beyond the village and is a much appreciated gift for relatives and friends after a visit to Hà Nam. Join us to take a look.
The crackers are made from rice, sesame, peanuts, wheat flour, filter powder, and several different seasonings. Despite the simple recipe, making good sesame rice crackers requires precision in choosing high-quality rice as well as finesse in grilling. The crackers are made by steaming in thin layer of the batter in a traditional way or on a machine like this. Sesame and peanuts are added to the batter in this stage. After this, the steamed sesame rice sheets are dried under the sun for 5 to 7 hours or in a drying oven if the weather is humid.
The production of sesame rice crackers no longer depends so much on weather conditions, as we have drying ovens. Now, power cuts are our biggest concern because this will cause us significant losses.
Dating back hundreds of years, the making of sesame rice crackers has been maintained and developed in Kiet Khe Town. It has created jobs and improved incomes for local people. As many as 20,000 crackers are made every day. In a bid to create a brand name for local crackers, the Circuit Sesame Rice Crackers Cooperative was set up in May 2019 with the participation of 33 households. The cooperative will manage the brand of the crackers after it gains protection from the Intellectual Property Office of Vietnam.
Before the bulletin comes to an end, let us join the Thai ethnics in Lạng Sơn Province in its traditional cultural ritual called Lẩu Than. And that's the end of our bulletin. Thank you for being here with us. We hope to see you again soon.